Alan, we haven't had a lot of good news from the gold producers recently, but there's been results out from Polyus, the UK-listed Russian gold producer. Is there good news there?
There is good news. The company reported their first half interim results today. They were good. The reason, I think, is that the company has very low costs. Now, while emerging market currencies have been falling, and certainly the ruble has been as well over the last year, that has, in dollar terms, helped to reduce Polyus's costs, right? So their cost base has gone down. Labor is about a third. Other consumables and costs are another quarter to a third. So, you know, these local costs seem to be going down. So that's good news.
Compensating for the lower gold price that we've been seeing over the last year as well. So is it just down to currencies?
No, I think to be fair to them, they are trying to control local inflation costs. They're trying to make sure that they're not just getting a translation benefit, but that they're controlling costs in such a way where there's no local inflation impact. Now, local inflation in Russia is about 15%. Wow. So it's important that they don't just, you know, ride a ruble wave, because that could shift at any time. So they understand that. To their credit, they're doing that. So that's brought their cost, their all-in cost, that includes important maintenance capital spending that they would have to do, to around just over $600 an ounce. Well, that's really low. I mean, you know, some of the better ones now are at 800, 850. So they're really in the top decile of producers now. It's great. And, you know, the gold price is over $1,100.
Yeah, so it's a huge bet, a huge difference, and a huge benefit to them. And so what do you think of the shares?
I think if you want to have exposure, for those people who want exposure to a reasonable size, it's a pretty big company with about 1.7 million ounces of production this year. This is, you know, a good bet. They're low cost. They'll be in business. The only thing, you know, that is a slight cloud on the horizon is how are they going to grow much more from here? Their next big project will require a lot of capex, and they're still looking at tweaking the costs of that. But that's a 2017 story. For the next year, they're in a strong position. Free cash flow in the first half was over 400 million. That's up 5 times over the previous year. So they're okay for now, and, you know, probably a good bet.
Great. Thanks very much.